a plant that lowers blood sugar and on top of that brings down cholesterol. Yes, this plant really exists. So if you're diabetic, pre-diabetic, or dealing with high cholesterol, pay close attention to this video because I have high cholesterol too. It's genetic, everyone in my family has it. And this plant saved me from having to take statins. Hello family, welcome back to another video here on our channel. If you're over 40, the chances are high that your blood sugar, cholesterol, or both are out of balance. High blood sugar leads to glycation, which over time can cause blindness, loss of limbs, impotence, and even kidney failure. So yes, it's a very serious condition. And don't even get me started on high cholesterol. It forms atheroma plaques, which can eventually lead to a heart attack or a stroke. That's why today I want to talk about berberine, which helps control all of these factors. We're going to talk about how to use it, the dosage, where to find it, how it works, and most importantly, the scientific evidence behind this extraordinary plant. Of course, this video deserves your like, your thumbs up. It costs nothing, just click that button. It doesn't cost a thing. And it deserves to be shared with your friends. And tell me, do you have high blood sugar and how's your cholesterol doing? Have you heard about berberine before? Let me know in the comments below, my friends. One of the keys to better health, more energy, and slower aging is smart supplementation. So if you're already past 40, 50, or 60, pay close attention. There's a line of essential supplements specially developed for people over 40, and as someone over 50, of course, I use them. We're going to talk about berberine, and at the end of this video, I'll show you how I brought my cholesterol down from over 300 to 210 without taking statins. Berberine is a bioactive compound found in some plants, like berberis, and it has incredible effects. It's anti-inflammatory, boosts your energy, and lowers blood sugar. That's why it's essential for people who are diabetic or pre-diabetic, and it also helps regulate cholesterol. It's even being widely used to treat polycystic ovary syndrome, among other benefits that are still being studied. How does it do all that, Marcio? Well, it works on several fronts. First, berberine activates AMPK, an enzyme that boosts your energy metabolism and promotes energy production. That way, you have more energy and feel more active. But that energy needs fuel, and the fuel is glucose. So it uses the excess glucose in your bloodstream, lowers your blood sugar, and turns that glucose into energy. So this effect of berberine through AMPK is extraordinary, but it doesn't stop there. It also improves our insulin sensitivity. People who are diabetic or pre-diabetic have resistance in their insulin receptors. So berberine improves how insulin works. That means you need to produce less insulin. And that's great because it helps improve diabetes and prevents excessive weight gain. It also acts at the intestinal level. It inhibits alpha-glucosidases, which are enzymes that break down carbohydrates. So if you've had a meal with sugar or carbohydrates, then in your intestines, the inhibition of those enzymes reduces absorption. See, it works on several fronts. And because of that, it reduces glycated hemoglobin, along with lowering blood sugar levels. And it has an effect that's even better than metformin. Metformin is a medication that anyone with diabetes or prediabetes knows it's used to help control blood sugar. It's an excellent medication. But berberine produces the same effect according to this study that's going to appear on your screen. It has the same result as metformin, but there's a catch. It also has additional benefits. First, it reduces triglycerides. It decreases de novo lipogenesis. And what does that mean? It's the process of turning carbohydrates into fat. Since it reduces that conversion, triglyceride levels drop. AMPK also, besides using glucose as an energy source, uses fat too. And with that, your total cholesterol and low-density lipoprotein levels decrease. It also increases the expression of low-density lipoprotein receptors in the liver. In other words, it boosts the liver's ability to capture cholesterol, which means the liver produces less of it. That's extraordinary for cholesterol control. Just look at that. It's a plant that lowers glucose just like metformin and then goes even further. It reduces triglycerides, lowers total cholesterol, and decreases low-density lipoprotein. Now let's look at the results. Berberine reduces glycated hemoglobin by 1 to 2 percentage points. It lowers fasting blood glucose by 35 to 40%. It decreases total cholesterol by 25 to 30%. It reduces low-density lipoprotein by 20 to 25%. And it raises high-density lipoprotein, the good cholesterol, by 5 to 10%. Aren't those numbers incredible? At the end, I'll share how I managed to significantly lower my cholesterol. The dosage of berberine, my friends, is 500 milligrams 2 to 3 times a day. It really depends on how your blood sugar and cholesterol levels are. I take 500 milligrams in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. Now, was that all? Oh, that's important, huh? Always use berberine in the form of standardized dry extract, because there's a lot of berberine out there that isn't standardized or isn't in extract form. Then you'd need a much higher dose. The 500 milligrams I mentioned refer to standardized dry extract, okay? That detail is very important. How did you lower your cholesterol, Marcio, from over 300 down to 210? Well, actually, I had to make several changes. First of all, no processed or industrialized food. What raises your cholesterol isn't necessarily animal fat, it's fructose, which is found in processed foods. Those filled cookies, junk food in general, right? Soda, lots of fructose, boxed juice, even natural juice, too much fructose. Fructose makes your cholesterol rise. So, I cut all that out of my diet. I didn't consume much already, but I completely stopped. Alcohol too. I didn't drink much before, but now I've practically quit. I'll have a drink on the weekend once in a while. Some weekends I don't drink at all, and that really helped lower my cholesterol. And I took berberine at the dosage I mentioned, 500 milligrams, 3 times a day. I also used a supplement made with red yeast rice and inositol hexanicotinate. My total cholesterol reached 330, my friends. I won't get into low-density or high-density lipoprotein details, so this video doesn't get too long. It was 330 and now it's 210. Of course, I eat well, I exercise, I take these supplements, and I don't stuff myself with junk food or alcohol. So there you go, I didn't need to take statins. If I went to any cardiologist and said my cholesterol was 330, what would he do? He wouldn't even talk to me. He'd immediately prescribe a statin and tell me I'd have to take it for the rest of my life. But I managed to lower it without statins. I'm not telling anyone who takes statins to stop, okay? Talk to your doctor and explore these options. And if you're diabetic and take metformin, also consult your doctor, okay? Because if you take metformin together with berberine, your blood sugar could drop too low. So it's important to discuss this with your doctor, do some testing, stop one and try the other. Always make any health changes together with your doctor. All right, my friends, my website, okay? www.moacir.com.br. On my website, you'll find all the supplements I use and recommend. Everything's there, my courses, my other social media. Don't forget to check it out. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, my friends, it doesn't cost a thing. It's completely free. Just click subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell and make sure to select all. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to share it with your groups. And tell me, what's your cholesterol level? Is it out of control? What about your blood sugar? Is it out of control too? Had you heard about berberine before? Do you take metformin? Let me know in the comments. Big hug, my dear friends. See you next time.